Today is Friday, so you do have your DMR quiz today. That means right now is your last opportunity to ask questions about anything that you don't understand on the quiz, okay? So I will pause after each question. And if you have a question or need more information, that is your time to ask, okay? All right. First things first. What is the name of this coin? Look, guys, it's right here. Dime. It says it on the coin. Questions, concerns, comments about that? Levin? I think we've lost Levin. All right. Next up, how much is this coin worth? A dime is worth 10 cents. Dime, dime, little and thin, I remember you're worth 10. There you have it. Okay. Any questions about the value of a dime? All righty. Let's check out the next one. Name the colored portion of the model. Okay. So we have a model. There are 8 pieces. We can see that by the denominator and the fraction shown. We could also count each of the 8 pieces. 2 of them are colored, 1, 2. So the name of this colored fraction is 2/8. Questions on that one? Terrence?
It was a question on the other one.
On the dime?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do we have to use the song?
No, that's just something that helps me. You use any strategies that work for your brain. Alrighty, taking a look at the next one. Add the unit fractions to determine the sum. We have 1/8. We have 2/8. 1 plus 1 is 2. These are still 8ths. So again, our answer is 2/8. Questions, concerns, or comments? All right. Next 4, find the area of the rectangle. Hopefully by now you have memorized the area is length times width. Our length is 6. Our width happens to be the same because it's a square. 6 times 6 is 36. And when it is area, we need a label of squared inches or whatever the label is. So 36 inches squared is the correct answer here. Oscar, a question.
So I kind of get it, but like, do you need to like add it, like the 6 inches, or times it? Like,
for the area, you multiply. Area is multiplication. We're getting ready to look at perimeter, and perimeter is adding. So the reason we multiply, Oscar, is because area is the space inside of a shape. Okay, so we have to count going across and going up and down. So we're counting 2 dimensions. Okay, great question. Thank you for clarifying. All right. Now we're working on that perimeter. And as we just talked about, perimeter is where you add the length, the length plus the length plus the width plus the width. Some people call this side plus side plus side plus side. Either one is correct, okay? So we are working on the perimeter of the rectangle. We're gonna add up this 6 inches plus this 6 inches plus the 6 inches going across the top plus the 6 inches going down the left side. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 is equal to 24. So I find my answer of 24 inches, not inches squared, because this time we're just going around one dimension. We're just going around the outside edges, okay? Alrighty, name the underlined value of the digit. We have the ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place, the thousands place. This is the thousands place value that is underlined. Questions on that? Alrighty, let's take a look at our next one. Round the number, the underlined number to its place value. We're rounding to the thousands. 1,532 is between 1,000 and the next thousand after that is 2,000. We have a 5 in the hundreds place telling it what to do. 4 or less, you give it a rest. 5 or more, which is what we have, you raise the score. So this is going to move forward or up to 2,000. Okay, that 5 tells it to move forward. Questions on that? All righty then. You have your DMR quiz today. It will unlock to you at your 12:15 work time as it usually does, okay? Right now, we are going to continue our conversation about about money, but today we're going to add comparing money. So looking at how much an item costs and seeing if we have enough, less than, or more than the money that we need to buy the item, okay? So we are going to take a look at your lesson today. First, we have a couple examples. This lady is going to show you strategies for counting money. She's also going to relate counting money to ones, tens, and hundreds charts because we know that $1 is 100 cents. So we're working with hundreds right there, okay? So please watch this and then we will discuss and try some together.
Hi, this is Mrs. Gonzalez. This is chapter 17.3, comparing money amounts. Remember, your objective is going to be compare value of sets of money. So that's what you're going to learn today, is comparing values of sets of money. Let's go through vocabulary first. We need to know our vocabulary words. Dollar sign. That's what this looks like. Cha-ching. Then we have decimal point. Decimal point is the point that is separating the hundreds place from the tens and ones place. A work mat. Let's look at our work mat quickly. We have to make $1.83. So this is review. The $1 is hundreds because it takes 100 pennies to make that. So I'm going to put my $1 in my hundreds place because it takes 100 pennies to make that. Then we have our tens place, which is 8 or 80. So I'm going to put in 8 dimes. Now I am not good at drawing, you know that, so I'm going to label it D for dimes. And we know that dimes are 10 cents, so we can count it up. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. Then I have my last but not least, ones. I have 3 of those. Those are pennies. And that's how I count out my money to see if I have enough or if I'm going to compare. Let's get to a lesson quickly. Now, if I have one group of money and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarters. Who remembers what a quarter is worth? You're right. A quarter equals 25 cents. And then I have another group, and it has one big dollar, which is $1. And then I have 3 nickels. And who remembers what nickels are worth? Nickels equal 5 cents. Okay, now I need to compare these two. So in order to compare them, I need to count out my money. So I have 25, 50, 75, $1, 25. So I'm going to do a dollar sign, $1, a point, 2, 5. Now we're going to look over here. I know I have $1, but let's count our nickels. 5, 10, 15. So I have a dollar sign, 1.15. So I know I would rather have $1.25 over $1.15. So I am going to make the $1.25 greater and be happy to take that. Does that make sense to you? So you're going to have to be counting your money. If you have a lesson tomorrow, and we're going to go over the mountains, and then we're going to go through the woods, and no, you're not going to go to grandmother's house. You're only going to come to our schoolhouse, and it's going to be the little red schoolhouse. And I will be the school teacher out here ringing my wonderful school bell, telling you, come on in. So make sure when you come in, you have the biggest smile for me and ready to work. I'll see you tomorrow.
Or today. Let me see your smiles. That was silly. It had nothing to do with it, but I thought it was cute, so I played it. Aw, you guys look so handsome and so pretty. Very nice. All right. So comparing money amounts, we're going to take a look at this together today by deciding if we have enough money to buy different toys, okay? You have an activity on Seesaw that has been released to you. It is called Comparing Collections of Money. Comparing Collections of Money. Go ahead and unlock that. Go ahead and open that up. Comparing Collections of Money. Okay. The directions say that we're going to watch the example videos. We've done that. We need to review our target before we work, so I'll play that in a moment. And then you're going to complete slides 1 through 4 with me, okay? Here is your target for today. We've done a great job of counting money. Now we're going to move into comparing it.
Today we will be working on continuing to write the amount of coins and bills using the proper symbols. We will also be continuing the work with our vocabulary to recognize the value of individual coins and bills. We're going to take it a little bit further today and be able to start our process towards being able to determine if there is too little, just enough, or more than enough money to make a purchase. Today we are going to be reviewing the symbols greater than, less than, and equal to help us compare amounts of money.
All right, so we're comparing amounts of money. I apologize about that. Had a visitor for a moment. All righty, you are going to add that response. I'm looking at your screens. Most of you have. Wonderful. And we are going to take a look at slide 2 together. So let's take a look here. Which one doesn't belong? This is a really nice warm-up game that I like to play. I want to hear from you which one of these does not belong and tell me why. Use that hand raise emoji if you have an idea. Which one of these does not belong and tell me why? Levin, which one doesn't belong?
The nickel,
Why?
because it doesn't have a group.
No group. Every other group of coin here or pictures of coin is in a group. This nickel is all by itself. all by myself. That's a song I sang to Lee at the beginning of the year. Steve Rogers, which one doesn't belong and why?
I'm gonna say that they all have money amounts higher than 5 except for the pennies.
Ah, so the pennies are worth less than 5 cents. This is worth more than 5 cents. That's worth 5 cents. That's worth more than 5 cents. So this is the only one worth less than 5 cents. All right, I can get down with that. That one doesn't belong because it's less than 5 cents. What else? And you can have a different reason for one of them not belonging too. Oscar, which one doesn't belong?
The pennies.
Why?
Under it's copper, and the other ones are silver.
Yeah, the other ones are made of silver or nickel. These are copper. Great, Oscar. They have a different color, different material they're made out of. Sin Q, which one doesn't belong?
I'm thinking dimes because they're not facing forward.
They're not what? Say it again, Sin Q. They're not what? Oh, facing forward. I just heard it. Ooh, look at that. The nickel has the head side. The quarters have the head side. The pennies have the head sides. The dimes are on tails. So these are not facing forward.
Like
Yeah.
all the other two.
They're on the tail side. I did not even notice that. How interesting. All right, which one doesn't belong?
So the nickel, because the nickel is like kind of shaded, but half of all the other pennies aren't.
Okay. So this is darker than the other pictures. Yeah, the others kind of look like they have light on them, like they're shiny. This one is not. It's dull. It doesn't look like it's as bright. Okay. Terrence, which one doesn't belong and why?
Quarter because it's none of them are cost $1.
Oh, this is the only one that equals $1. Yeah, the others would have to use the cent sign because they are worth less than $1. This is worth 4 cents. This is worth 40 cents. This is worth 5 cents. This is worth $1. Yeah, interesting. Ooh, I just figured something else out too about why the nickel doesn't belong. Let's see if any of you get it. Aiden Hampton, what do you think?
The nickel is the only one that's worth 5 cents.
Yeah. Only one worth 5 cents.
And the dimes are only 40 cents.
Yeah, you're right. We could do an only worth for each one. This is the only one that is worth that amount. Yeah. All right, let's add that one in. Only one worth 40 cents. There we go. Awesome. All right, so there's that too. Okay, so here's one that I had. The nickel doesn't belong because it has an odd value. The rest of these have an even value. 100 cents is an even value. 4 cents is an even value. 40 cents is an even value. 5 cents is an odd value. Sounds like that's what Levin was going to do too. All right, that's a good warm up. We're going to play more of these. We're warmed up on money. We've reviewed our knowledge. We've counted for practice. Now we're going to go ahead and get started on that slide 3 and 4. Okay. I'm going to lower hands so that we are good to go. And I know if we have any new questions. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Slide 3, please. Slide 3. All righty. Slide 3 says, James R. has 5 quarters, 3 dimes, and 7 pennies. A pack of Pokemon cards is $1.87. Does James R. have enough money to buy those Pokemon cards? We're going to compare to find out. So let's go ahead and draw this, okay? 5 quarters. I'm going to draw out that picture. Here we go. Draw your picture with me. 5 quarters. And again, I'm going to put a Q inside of the quarter so that I know the difference between the circles that I draw. 5 quarters. 3, 4, and 5. 5 quarters. Okay, so I've drawn my 5 quarters. Aiden Hampton, did you have a question about math? All righty, what's up?
Do we have to do what you did on slide 2?
Oh, great. I forgot to say that, didn't I? You can share your ideas on slide 2. You did not need to have everything that I had. But if you wanted to tell me some that were missed, that's fine. I'm sorry. I should have said that. All right, 5 quarters. Now we're going to draw 3 dimes. 1 dime, 2 dimes, 3 dimes, and I'm going to put a D on each dime so that I know it is different than my quarters. You go ahead and do the same. Now we need 7 pennies. I'm going to go ahead and change colors to that kind of copperish color. Let's see, we'll go more brown. That's close enough. All right, 7 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to put a P on each penny so that I know it is a penny. See how that works? Labeling. All right. So you should have a picture of 5 quarters, 3 dimes, and 7 pennies. In order to compare the amount of money, we have got to count how much we have to see if it is more, less, or equal to $1.87, which is the cost of the Pokemon cards. Okay. Here's where I'm going to use some of those strategies that we've been practicing over the last few days. I know that 5 quarters is equal to $1.25 because I know that 4 quarters is equal to $1 and then an extra quarter is 25 cents. So I'm going to go ahead and write that $1.25 as a group because I know that that's how much it equals. All righty. I know that 3 dimes is equal to 30 cents. Because I want to add my money together, I'm going to go ahead and line up my decimal points. I know that 30 cents is $0, decimal point 30. So I like to add up my money as I'm working. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in line with my dollars, 10 cents, and pennies.
We're on our integrity to Jehovah and to our brothers and sisters.
And then we have our pennies. My pennies, I'm going to do the same thing. I have 7 of them. I know how to count by 7 one time, and that's 7 cents. So that is $0, 0 dimes, and 7 cents. So it's like a 007 situation. So you write 0 decimal point 07. And then I can add this money together. Okay. This is one way. If your brain works better to do it how we did before, where you listed the amounts and then you cross them out, that's totally fine. This is just another way to count money that I'm sharing with you today. 5 pennies plus 7 pennies. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 pennies. So that's 2 cents and 1 dime. I've got to carry up to my dimes column. Okay. Now we're looking at our dimes. We have 1 dime plus 2 dimes, that's 3 dimes, plus 3 more dimes, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 0, 6, I know my fingers, plus 0 dimes. So that is 6 dimes, that's 60 cents. It's just like adding the tens.
I think it might be a drawing delay though, maybe.
And now we have our dollar. $1 plus $0 plus $0 is $1. So we have $1.62. So let's write that amount here. $1.62. Okay. Now we have to decide, is this more than, less than, or equal to that amount of money? So I can take a look here. I have the less than, equal to, and more than symbols. $1.62. I'm comparing to $1.87. My dollars are both the same. 1, 1. Now I look at my dimes. I have 6 dimes and I have 8 dimes. 8 dimes is more than 6 dimes. So $1.62 is less than $1.87. And remember, we can think of those comparison symbols as alligator mouths that want to chomp the most, right? So that alligator wants to eat 187 pennies, not 162 pennies. It's kind of weird to eat pennies, but hey, to each their own. So maybe alligators don't know that pennies aren't food. Who knows? Okay. So that comparison symbol is going to be there. Terrence, a question.
Okay, we're going to the next slide.
We're going to do 4 together, yes, and then 5, 6, 7, and 8 are your independent work.
Okay.
8 and G, a question? Miss Susa, will we do a vocabulary about those crocodile signs?
You can watch that again if you need to review. Yes, that is a great resource to use. Vocabulary is awesome to study with. Okay. All right. Any other questions about this slide before we move on? Okay. Let's take a look at slide 4. We're going to do this one together, and then the rest are going to be done independently. Okay. We might have a little bit of time to do a breakout room actually, so we'll try it out. All righty, slide 4. It says Maria has $2, 4 dimes, 6 nickels, and 1 quarter. She wants to buy this mermaid slime. The mermaid slime costs $3.99. We're going to figure out if she has more than enough, not enough, or just enough money to make this purchase. Okay, so let's get our dollars ready. This is $2. Go ahead and write your $2 bill. There's one, there's another. $2. Okay, oh, I should have put a 2 on that. That's my bad. Put a 1 on that because there are 2 of them. Thank you. Christopher, a question about this so far?
No, I just want to tell you something. Couldn't you just put a $2 bill?
You could put a $2 bill. Yes, if your brain is going to remember that, that's fine. We just want to make sure that we're remembering that we don't have every kind of dollar bill. So if it was like $3, we don't have a $3 bill. So I'm trying to be clear and use the ones that we know very well. Okay. So we have 4 dimes, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then our 6 nickels. I'm going to draw my 6 circles again. And I'm going to put an N in each circle to show that they are nickels. Nickel, 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 and nickel. And then we also have 1 quarter. All right. I'm going to make sure I have everything. Did I draw $2? Yes. 4 dimes? Yes. 6 nickels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And 1 quarter? Yes. Now I've got to count it all up. Okay. I know that my $2 is $2. So I'm going to go ahead and write that over here. $2. I know that a quarter is worth 25 cents. So I'm going to have $2.25. I'm going to put those two together for me. Okay. Now I'm going to count by tens. I'm at $2.25 plus 10 is 35, 45, 55, 65. So now I have $2.65. And I'm going to cross out the 225 because I have a different amount now. Okay. Now I can count my nickels. I know how to count by fives. I'm at 65. So 50, 65. Now I'm going to add 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. So this is $2.95 when you count the nickels. So this time I showed a different strategy. I did not use the addition strategy with all the values. This time I used some mental math and counted up. You can use whichever strategy works best for you. Okay? So now we are going to write down our total, $2.95. Okay, now we have to compare. Is this less than, equal to, or greater than? Well, let's look at our dollars. This one has $2. Oh, look at this. The price is $3. I do not have enough. So Maria cannot buy that mermaid slime. $2.95 is less than $3.99. Questions about this one? All right. You are going to solve slide 5 in a breakout room. Okay, I'm going to send you to a breakout room to work on slide 5 together. When you get back from the breakout room, I will show you the correct answer in the workspace. Remember, you will draw the amount of money and count it using a strategy that works for you. If that's addition, if that's mental math, if that's grouping the coins, however you'd like to, okay? Draw the money, count the money, and then compare. Okay, so you're going to draw, count, and compare. Up here. Alrighty, in your breakout room, you should have discovered that Brianna has $3.15. She had $2 in bills, and the coins that she had add up to $1.15. So altogether, that gives her $3.15. We know that $3.15 is the same thing as $3.15. So it is equal. It is equivalent. Okay. Which means, yay, Brianna can buy this nail art kit. She's got enough money. Okay. You today are going to complete slide 6 and 7 as your independent work. Again, you'll draw the money, you will count the money, you will write the amount of comparison statement. On slide 7, you are trying to figure out how many of an object a student can buy, and that is a challenge for you, okay? Slide 8, if you click this link here, will take you to a Quizizz. When you click on the link, you'll click on that Start a Quiz, and it will let you play the quiz, okay? Slide 9 is your success criteria, as always. Share with math vocabulary how you know you were successful, okay? That is your assignment for today.